As we continue with our Women History Month series, we know that women are working harder than ever, building careers, raising families, and contributing significantly to household income. But here's a question that rarely gets asked. What happens if your paycheck suddenly stops because you can't work due to illness or injury? Most people assume disability insurance is something only high-risk workers need. But the truth is, disabilities are more likely to come from illness than accidents. Let me repeat that. Disabilities are more likely from illness than accidents. And in the case of women primarily, the financial consequences can be even more severe, especially with a family to support. Now stay with me until the end, because I'm going to explain why disability insurance may be one of the most important protections women overlook. So let's get started. Let's start with understanding the risk women face, which is the brutal reality of income risk. Disability insurance is designed to replace a portion of your income if you become unable to work due to a medical condition. That could include things like cancer, autoimmune disorders, pregnancy complications, or injuries that prevent you from doing your job. Many women assume their employer coverage or sick leave will be enough. But in many cases, employer plans only replace a small percentage of income and may only last a limited amount of time. And if you're self-employed, a small business owner, or working part-time, you may not have any protection at all. Which leads to the next important point, why women are financially more vulnerable. Well, let's look at it like this. Women often face unique financial pressures that make disability coverage especially important. For example, women are more likely to take time away from work for caregiving responsibilities, be it for parents, kids, or a spouse. And guess what, ladies? Women tend to live longer than men, which means as a woman, your retirement savings need to last longer. How does this make sense? Well, in many households today, women are either the primary breadwinner or contribute significantly to the household income. If that income suddenly disappears due to a disability, the financial ripple effect impacts the entire family. Which brings me to a real-life example. I had a professional client in her late 30s who had a successful career and 2 children at home. She had great health insurance and assumed that would cover most financial situations. But after being diagnosed with a medical condition that required extended treatment, she was unable to work for nearly a year. But here's the kicker. Her health insurance covered the medical bills, but it didn't replace her income. And as we all know, bills don't stop. They still have to be paid, like mortgage payments, groceries, childcare, and everyday expenses continue as well. But fortunately, during the insurance review, we discussed disability. And after some careful consideration, she decided to purchase an individual disability policy when she started working for her current employer. That disability insurance policy provided monthly income that allowed her to focus on recovery instead of financial stress. That's the difference proper protection can make. And this leads me to an important takeaway. What disability insurance can actually do for you. Disability insurance protects your financial stability. It gives you the ability to earn an income while unable to work. A good individual disability policy can replace a portion of your monthly earnings if you become unable to work due to illness or injury. This income can help cover essential expenses like mortgage, rent, utilities, childcare, groceries, student loans, and retirement contributions. Without that protection, many families are forced to rely on savings, credit cards, or help from relatives just to stay afloat. And that's why planning ahead matters. Let me tell you what women should review right now. Allow me to give you the 3 things every working woman should review today. Number 1, do you currently have disability coverage through your employer? Number 2, if so, how much income does it replace and for how long? And number 3, will that amount realistically cover your household expenses? If the answer is no, or if you're not sure, it may be time to explore individual disability coverage that travels with you regardless of job changes. Because protecting your income is just as important as protecting your health. Here's the bottom line. Women are making major financial contributions to their families and communities, but many are protecting everything they own except the income that makes it all possible. I get it. Most people think disability insurance is just another policy to pay for. However, it's best to think of disability insurance as a financial safety net that protects your lifestyle, your family, and your future if life takes an unexpected turn, which life will do. And having that protection in place can provide peace of mind that most people don't realize they need until, guess what? They need it. Let me reinforce the argument for purchasing disability insurance. Check this out. 1 in 4 20-year-olds will become disabled before reaching retirement age. Next, nearly 1 in 5 Americans will experience a disability lasting 1 year or longer before age 65. Also, 1 in 3 workers will suffer a disability lasting 90 days or longer during their career. And lastly, losing your ability to earn income due to disability is over 2,000 times more likely than your house burning down. Now, if this content was helpful, please place a thumbs up in the comment section. This really helps with engagement and assists with pushing out this video to others. Also, word of mouth is good too. So please share this content with someone who may benefit from this topic. Then check out my video library. I have information on home, auto, business, specialty insurance, and retirement. With all this being said, please subscribe to my channel and help me get to 1,000 subscribers. But don't stop here. Check out my next video on your left for more insurance and financial tips. As I like to say, call Jay today.